Hi, my name's Kathy. I work for the Hamilton East Public Library, and I'm also a master gardener here in Hamilton County. Today I'd like to talk to you about iris. I had a beautiful bed of iris, which I put them in and they bloomed and it was lovely. And then the next year they bloomed, and then the next year they didn't really bloom so much. And then I realized this year I didn't get a single bloom out of the whole thing. So what happens is when you have iris, they grow by these rhizomes, and you can see I've already dug this out of the earth, but you can see these rhizomes, and they have this leaf that comes out of it, and we call that the fan, and then we're going to get a bloom up there. But a lot of these have been here for so long that they've just grown on top of each other and they're no longer producing. You kind of think of this as like the grandma, the mom, and the baby, and we need to get rid of the grandmas here and separate the babies out so that we'll have some blooms again. So when this happens, when you stop having blooms, and this is something that you're going to do every 3 to 5 years maybe to refresh your bed, and you're going to do it after they've bloomed. So, and this might vary for you a little bit, but probably July through September is the time that you're going to go through to kind of rejuvenate your bed. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull these apart, and hopefully you're going to be able to kind of do this without completely ruining them. Let's see if I get a good one that's going to show me what they look like. I was kind of hoping to find one that would be more of a rotten one. And by rotten, I mean sometimes the grandmas actually get, you can see that's kind of bitten up there a little bit. They get a beetle in there, a borer beetle. And it's going to, not be a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut this so that I have this fan be the thing that's left. So I'm going to go ahead and make a cut here. And you can see I've got roots on this piece here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So that's my chunk I'm going to keep. You can see it's got roots on it. And this is what I'm going to keep of that whole pile of this piece here. And you can see it's got this tall fan. Now if I plant it again, the plant's going to want to keep putting nutrients into this fan, and that fan's not going to do anything for me this year. So I'm going to cut it off about 6 to 9 inches above from where there it is. I can trim the bottom of the roots a little bit in order to encourage it to grow. And this is all I'm going to save of this one particular little piece in order to plant in the ground. And when I plant it, I'm going to plant it so that this part of it is about a finger depth this way underneath the soil, okay? So not deep. It's going to have about that much soil on top of it. Then the first time it rains or the first time I water it, most of that dirt is going to kind of move to the edges, and you're actually going to be able to see the top of that in the soil. And that's how we want it to be planted, okay? So when your iris bed gets to the point that you're not getting blooms, you want to go ahead and do this. You also want to make sure that you get rid of the old rhizome, because you can have borer beetles in there. So normally I compost a lot of stuff that comes out of my yard, but you don't want to compost the ones, and I wish I could find a piece here that had some when these are all, well, you can see this bit of the rhizome there. See how it's all squishy like that? So when you're dealing with iris, you want to make sure that you throw away, don't compost, the old parts of it that you're getting rid of. And that's all there is to taking care of your iris. So remember, this is the time of the year, July through September, after they bloom, that you're going to want to do that. And then next year or the year after, I'll have just wonderful, brilliant blooms again. So good luck with your iris, and don't forget there's a beautiful iris display bed up at the Hamilton County Fairgrounds. It's in bloom right now. If you have a little time, go out there and check it out. I think you'll enjoy watching or seeing all the lovely colors they have in their iris bed. Happy gardening to you.